Hi, in this video we will sort a list of records with Pokemon names using Pigeonhole sort. This sort algorithm is very similar to counting sort, but instead of building a histogram, it collects the items that belong to the same bucket into short lists. These buckets are called pigeonholes, thus the name of the algo. Alright, let's type. I create the pigeonhole sort function. Pigeonhole sort, which is getting a list. The first thing that we need to do is build our pigeonholes. In order to do that, we need to find the maximum key. We use the built-in max function for doing this with passing an iterator. So we want to extract the key for each key, and we just discard the Pokemon names for now in the input list. This gets the max key for us, and now we can build the pigeonholes. Pigeonholes is going to be a list. We use list comprehension to build this list. We start with empty lists. We ignore the number, we use a range. We need as many empty lists as max keys there are. So max key plus 1, because we also need to be able to index with max key. Once we have this, we can go through the input list and build the pigeonholes. So for record in the input list, we add to the keyth element, we add the record itself. We could use the built-in append function on lists, or since the append function is also a synonym for the plus operator, we can just say plus equals, which is the same exact thing. Now we have the pigeonholes, and we might as well want to take a look at how this looks like. Pigeonholes are like this. In order to actually see this, I will need to call the function. I just build sorted records. That's called the function pigeonhole sort records, and then print it. Okay, sorted records look like this. It's just scaffolding at this point, but we can write this regardless. It will run without any problems. Now, running the code, you can see there are the pigeonholes with a bunch of empty lists, and in some holes there are actual records. As you can see, Pikachu, Eevee, and there is, in the fifth pigeonhole, there is 2 records, Lucario and Cernite. Fantastic. Now, in order to round up this algorithm, all we need to do is iterate through the pigeonholes and append the lists together to collect the output. If you are coming from a different language, you might be tempted to write something like this. Starting from an empty list, going through all the pigeonholes, and appending it together. While this does get the result, if we take a look, it does get the result, but there is a more Pythonic way for doing the same exact thing. Because list append is a synonym to the plus operator, we can use the built-in sum function. We can just say sum pigeonholes, and we also have to specify the starting element for this, which is not going to be a default 0, but we can pass in an empty list. And as you can see, it is indeed the same thing when we run it. There we go. 3 Pikachu, 4 Eevee, Lucario, Cernite, Metamon, and Koiking. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.